The plane has landed. You can feel the wheels touch the tarmac and hear the engines slow down. The seatbelt sign turns off with a soft ping. Everyone around you stands up, reaching for their bags, checking their phones, and chatting excitedly. You feel that excitement too. You are finally here. But underneath that excitement, there is something else. A little knot in your stomach. A little bit of nervousness. Because in about 20 minutes, you have to leave the safety of the airplane and step into the real world. You have to speak to an immigration officer. Then you have to find a taxi. Then you have to check into your hotel. These are the first 24 hours. They are the most important hours of your trip because they set the tone for everything else. If you can navigate these first interactions smoothly, you will feel confident. You will feel like you belong there. But if you freeze up, or if you don't understand what people are asking you, it can make you want to hide in your hotel room. We don't want that. We want you to feel powerful and ready. Welcome to Better English Step by Step. I am Sarah, and I am here to walk you through this journey. And I am Mark. Today, we are not just learning random phrases. We are simulating your first day abroad. We are going to build a safety script for you, a script that you can keep in your head, so when that immigration officer looks at you, you don't panic. You just press play on the script. That is exactly right, Mark. We are going to break this down into 4 clear stages: the border, the transport, the hotel, and the first meal. By the end of this hour, you will have practiced the exact sentences you need for each of these stages. You can listen to this while you commute, while you clean the house, or even while you are sitting on the plane waiting to take off. So let's start with the most high-pressure moment of the entire trip. Stage 1, the border. I think this is the part that scares people the most, Sarah. Even native speakers get nervous at immigration. There's something about the uniforms, the glass barriers, and the serious faces that makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even when you haven't. Exactly. It is an authority situation. And when we are nervous, our listening skills drop. We might know the English, but stress blocks our ears. The key to passing immigration smoothly is to keep your answers short, direct, and honest. You do not need to tell a long story. You just need to answer the specific question they ask. Let's look at the first and most common question you will hear. The officer takes your passport, looks at the photo, looks at you, and says, "What is the purpose of your visit?" Let's break that down. Purpose. P-U-R-P-O-S-E. It means, why are you here? They might ask it in a few different ways. They might say, why are you traveling today? Or simply, what brings you here? But the standard question is, what is the purpose of your visit? Now, Mark, what is the best way to answer this? Do we need a full sentence like, the purpose of my visit is to see the museums and enjoy the culture? No, absolutely not. That is too formal and it sounds like a textbook. In real life, at a busy airport, you want to be quick. If you are there for a holiday, you just say, tourism, or I'm here on holiday. Let's practice that. I want you to imagine the officer asking you right now. I will be the officer. What is the purpose of your visit? Tourism. Good. Let's try it again. Imagine you are standing in the queue. You step forward, I ask you, what is the purpose of your visit? I'm here on holiday. Perfect. Now, sometimes you aren't there for tourism. Maybe you are there for work. In that case, you say, business, or I'm here for a conference. Let's try those. Repeat after me. Business. Business. I'm here for a conference. I'm here for a conference. Excellent. And the third common reason is family. Maybe you are visiting a cousin or a friend. You can simply say, visiting family, or visiting friends. Let's try that one. Repeat after me. Visiting family. Visiting family. So Sarah, let's put it together. I'll ask you, what is the purpose of your visit? Visiting friends. Simple, right? The second question they almost always ask is about time. They need to know when you are leaving. They will usually ask, how long are you staying? This is a great grammar point, Mark. Notice the tense. How long are you staying? They are using the present continuous tense. Even though they are asking about the future, we use the present continuous because it is a fixed plan. You have a return ticket. It is arranged. So you should answer in the same tense or just use the time phrase. You could say, I am staying for 2 weeks, or simply 2 weeks. A common mistake I hear students make is using the future simple. They say, I will stay for 2 weeks. Is that wrong? It is not technically wrong, meaning the officer will understand you, but it sounds a bit unnatural. I will stay sounds like a decision you are making right now. I am staying sounds like a plan you made before you left home. Since you booked your flight months ago, I am staying is much better English. Let's practice the natural flow. I'll ask you the question. You answer with 1 week. Ready? How long are you staying? 1 week. Now let's try a full sentence. Repeat after me. I'm staying for 10 days. I'm staying for 10 days.
I'm staying for a month. I'm staying for a month. Listen to the stress in that sentence. I'm staying for a month. The important words are staying and month. Try to copy that rhythm. I'm staying for a month. Okay, the third question. This one catches people off guard sometimes. The officer might ask, "Where are you staying?" This is different from how long. This is about location. They want to know your address. This is why it is so important to have your hotel confirmation printed out or easy to see on your phone. Do not bury it deep in your bag. Have it in your hand. If you have the address, you can just say, "At the Hilton Hotel," or "at an Airbnb in the city centre." If you are visiting friends, you should have their address ready. You can say, "I'm staying with friends. Here is their address." That is a great phrase. Here is their address. It buys you time. You can say it while you are showing them the paper. It stops the silence from becoming awkward. Let's practice that. Repeat after me. I'm staying at a hotel. I'm staying at a hotel. Repeat after me. I'm staying with friends. Here is their address. I'm staying with friends. Here is their address. Now let's do a full simulation. This is the best way to learn. We are going to role-play the entire interaction. Sarah, you are the traveller. I am the scary immigration officer. Are you ready? I am ready. I have my passport in my hand. I am stepping up to the desk. Good evening. Passport, please. Here you go. What is the purpose of your visit? Tourism. I'm just here on holiday. Okay, and how long are you staying? I'm staying for 2 weeks. I fly back on the 14th. And where will you be staying? I'm staying at the Marriott Hotel downtown. Here is the confirmation. Okay, welcome to the country. Thank you. Did you hear how smooth that was? It wasn't a long conversation. It was question, answer, question, answer. Now I want you, the listener, to try. I will be the officer. You answer the questions with your own information. Imagine you are going on a 1-week holiday. Ready? Step forward. Passport, please. Pause for you to say, here you go. What is the purpose of your visit? Pause for you to say, tourism. I'm here on holiday. Okay, how long are you staying? Pause for you to say, 1 week. I'm staying for 1 week. Where are you staying? Pause for you to say, at a hotel, at the name hotel. Okay, thank you. Well done. That wasn't so scary, was it? The key is preparation. If you know these 3 questions, purpose, duration, and location, you will pass through the border without a problem. Now, you have your stamp in your passport, you have picked up your luggage, you walk through the doors marked arrivals, and you see a crowd of people. You are officially in the country. Now comes stage 2, the transport. This is often where the chaos begins. Airports are busy places. You are tired from the flight. You just want to get to your hotel. You have a few options usually, a train, a bus, or a taxi. Let's focus on the taxi first, because that involves the most speaking. The first thing to remember is the greeting. When you get into a taxi or an Uber, you don't need to be overly formal. You don't need to say, "Good evening, sir. How do you do?" A simple hi or hello is perfect. Right, but the most important sentence is telling them where you want to go. There is a very polite and simple structure we use for this. Could you take me to? Followed by the destination. Could you take me to? It is soft, polite, and clear. For example, could you take me to the Grand Hotel, please? Sometimes students say, I go to the Grand Hotel, or just Grand Hotel. Is that okay? Grand Hotel is okay, but it's a bit blunt. I go to is grammatically incorrect for this situation. I go implies a habit, like I go to work every day. Right now, you are making a request, so could you take me to is the gold standard. Or if you want to be even simpler, you can say, I'm going to the Grand Hotel, please. Let's practice the polite version first. It works in every situation. Repeat after me. Could you take me to the city centre? Could you take me to the city centre? Repeat after me. Could you take me to this address? Could you take me to this address? That phrase, could you take me to this address, is a lifesaver if you are nervous about pronunciation. You can just show the driver your phone screen with the address on it while saying the sentence. It ensures there are no mistakes. Now, let's talk about luggage. You have 2 big suitcases. The driver is sitting in the front seat. You need to put the bags in the back. What do you say? You can simply ask, "Can I put these in the trunk?" In American English, it is the trunk. In British English, it is the boot. But usually just pointing and asking, "In the back," is enough. Let's learn the full sentence though, so you feel confident. Repeat after me. Can I put my bags in the back? Can I put my bags in the back? Or if you want the driver to open it for you, could you open the trunk, please? Could you open the trunk, please? Now, the tricky part, money. In some countries, taxis have meters. In others, you have to agree on a price before you get in. If you are not using an app like Uber, you need to ask about the price immediately.
If you see a meter, the little digital box that counts the money, you can ask, "Do you take credit cards?" This is the most important logistical question in 2024. Not every taxi takes cards. You don't want to arrive at your hotel and realize you have no cash. So before you close the door, ask, "Do you take cards?" Repeat after me. Do you take cards? Do you take cards? I'd like a room with a view if possible. Adding "if possible" at the end is a lovely touch. It shows you understand it might not be available, and it makes you sound very easygoing. Receptionists love easygoing guests. Let's try a full hotel roleplay. I'll be the receptionist. Mark, you are the guest. You have just arrived. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Grand. How can I help you? Hi, I have a reservation under Mark Miller. Let me check. Miller. Ah, yes, here it is. A double room for 3 nights? Yes, that's right. Is breakfast included in that rate? Yes, breakfast is served from 7 to 10 in the restaurant. Could I have your passport and a credit card, please? Sure, here you go. Actually, could I ask for a quiet room? I'm a light sleeper. Let me see what I can do. I have a room facing the courtyard. It should be very quiet. That sounds perfect. Thank you. Here's your key card, room 304. The elevator is to your left. Thanks very much. Notice how Mark didn't panic when I asked for the passport. He just said, "Sure, here you go," and he used the "actually" to introduce his special request. "Actually, could I ask for a quiet room?" That word "actually" is a great signal that you are about to change the topic or add a request. Okay, you are in your room. You have unpacked, you have had a shower, you feel human again. But now you are hungry. It is time for stage 4, the first meal. Going to a restaurant in a new country can be intimidating. You have to read a menu that might be unfamiliar, you have to speak to a waiter, but food is one of the best parts of travel, so let's make sure you can get exactly what you want. First, entering the restaurant. If there is a host at the door, you need to ask for a table. We usually state the number of people. A table for 2, please. Repeat after me. A table for 2, please. A table for 2, please. If you want to sit outside, you can add that. A table for 2 outside, please. Repeat after me. A table for 2 outside, please. A table for 2 outside, please. Now you are sitting down. The waiter gives you the menu. Sometimes the menu is huge and confusing. Maybe you don't recognize the names of the dishes. It is perfectly okay to ask the waiter for help. In fact, most waiters enjoy it. You can ask, "What do you recommend?" Repeat after me. What do you recommend? What do you recommend? Or if you see something interesting but you don't know what it is, point to it and ask, "What is this dish?" or "Is this spicy?" Let's practice checking for spice. Repeat after me. Is this dish spicy? Is this dish spicy? Now the ordering. We are back to our favorite phrase. Do you remember what it is? I'd like. Exactly. I'd like the chicken, please, or I'll have the chicken. I'll have is also very common. It stands for I will have. It is slightly more casual than I'd like, but both are perfect. Let's practice I'll have. Repeat after me. I'll have the burger, please. I'll have the burger, please. Repeat after me. I'll have the salad, and I'd like the dressing on the side. I'll have the salad, and I'd like the dressing on the side. On the side means they bring the sauce in a separate little cup, not poured over the food. Very useful phrase. During the meal, you might need something else. Maybe you dropped a fork. Maybe you need more water. You need to get the waiter's attention. Please do not snap your fingers. Do not shout, "Waiter." Just catch their eye, raise your hands slightly, and say, "Excuse me," when they come close. "Excuse me, could we have some more water?" Repeat after me. "Excuse me, could we have some more water?" "Excuse me, could we have some more water?" Repeat after me. "Could I have another napkin?" "Could I have another napkin?" Finally, the meal is finished. You are full, you are tired, you want to go back to the hotel. You need to pay. You need to ask for the bill. In the UK, it is usually the bill. In the US, it is often the check. Both are understood everywhere. You can simply say, "Could we have the bill, please?" or "Check, please." Repeat after me. "Could we have the bill, please?" "Could we have the bill, please?" Repeat after me. "Check, please." "Check, please." And just like in the taxi, you need to know how to pay. Do you take cards? Repeat after me. Do you take cards? Do you take cards? One last thing about restaurants, tipping. This is different in every country. In the US, it is essential. In Japan, it is rude. In Europe, it varies. If you are unsure, you can look at the bill to see if there is a service charge, or you can just ask a local friend later. But for the language part, just knowing how to pay is enough. So let's simulate the restaurant. Sarah, you are the customer. I am the waiter. You have just walked in. Hi there, welcome. Hi, a table for one, please. Sure, right this way. Here is the menu. Can I get you a drink to start? Yes, I'll have a sparkling water, please. Here is your water. Are you ready to order? Not yet. Actually, what do you recommend? I'm looking for something local. The fish stew is very traditional here. It's excellent. Is it spicy? A little bit, but not too much. Okay, I'll have that then, the fish stew. Great choice. Time passes. How is everything? It was delicious, thank you. Could I have the bill, please?
Sure. Do you take cards? Yes, we do. Perfect. And there you have it. You have successfully arrived, navigated the city, checked in, and eaten your first meal. You have survived the first 24 hours. If you are listening to this and feeling a bit overwhelmed, take a deep breath. You do not need to memorize every single word we said today perfectly. The goal is not perfection. The goal is communication. If you forget, "I would like," and you say, "I want," the waiter will still bring you the food. If you forget present continuous at the border and say, "I will stay," the officer will still let you in. These phrases are tools to make you feel more confident, but your smile and your willingness to try are just as important. I suggest you listen to this episode a few times. Maybe download it to your phone so you can listen to it on the airplane.
Visualize yourself in these situations. See yourself handing over the passport. See yourself getting into the taxi. See yourself ordering dinner. Visualization is a powerful tool for language learning. If you have lived the moment in your head 10 times, doing it in real life feels like the 11th time, not the first time. If you found this helpful and you want to continue building your English step by step, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We have many more episodes coming that break down difficult situations into simple, manageable pieces. And if you have a friend who is traveling soon, maybe send this episode to them. It might just save them a lot of stress at the airport. You have done great work today. Speaking English in a foreign country is a brave thing to do. Be proud of yourself for preparing. Now go out there and enjoy your trip. You are ready. Thank you for listening to Better English Step by Step. We will see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.